Okay, my name is Niza Simukonda. I am 26 years old. I am the son to Ackim Simukonda. He was a funny guy. Always used to make jokes and make us laugh. And I remember one time he took me for a drive to Mundawanga, and from there he told me to drive, and I was like, I can't. Then he said, don't worry, I'm gonna buy us a car with 2 steering wheels and we could be driving, both of us. I'll teach you how to drive from it. So I was always waiting for that car when it would come. Being born in the 90s, there were only 3 careers you could admire. Not that we had people that were those things, but I don't know, just felt fancy to say, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a lawyer, or I want to be a pilot. You know, those are like the 3 things that I heard from my friends growing up. And I guess mom hearing me say I want to be a musician was like, okay, what? I don't know. I've interacted with some of my uncles, and they tell me dad took his music too serious. Well, he used to skip school as a kid sometimes to go and play guitar in the bush, and not like guitar the one I know, but strings on a what do you call it, katin, kakopo. Yeah, and he would play such things. And so obviously mom maybe heard those stories or knew those stories and thought, well, my kid is gonna go down that road, no ways. Yeah, but well, I did my school. Yeah, so I guess maybe if she saw me now, she would understand. She would be happy, I guess, and proud. I remember him playing a song on the guitar, and he said he didn't know the words, he didn't have words, he didn't have lyrics for it. So he would always wake up and play the song for us, for me and mom. And later on, I hear this song on radio and it's Bana Bandi. I'm like, okay, so somebody figured out some words for it. I always wanted to do that song. Like, let me say this was my first time in the studio as well, because I wanted to do that song because most of the people that met me and knew that I was his son would ask me to play that song. And you know, you're working with a guitar and somebody recognizes you and they say, play that song. And I was learning guitar then, so I just look at the guitar and I'm like, okay, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I ended up learning the song and I started learning the lyrics as well. But then later I thought maybe I should do this song one day, do a remix. My main idea was a remix. My main idea was the same words, maybe just, I don't know, funk it up a little bit. Yeah, so I wanted to do that song. I wanted to. Dad passed on when I was very young, so it was like the only song I could hear him speak to me. Mainly advise me, like love your family, be together, be united. And the message in the song was just personal for me. It felt like it's the only thing that dad left for me as advice. As much as I never grew up and reached an extent where I could say, Dad, I found a girlfriend, at least in that song I felt like he was talking to me about life. Well, it's been amazing. It's been scary. Yeah, because I wanted to do the song, but I never really brought it up. The producer, James Sakala, is the one that actually decided, hey, let's do that song. And I thought, wow, I always wanted to do it, so let's do this. And his idea was to do a response, to respond to him, which sounded better than what I was thinking. So when I was in the studio the first time, Tishon, we were at Tishon Studio, so I was with Tishon and James Sakala, and you can imagine the pressure of being in the midst of big guys, and you're like just this regular guy, and you're like, okay, what am I gonna do? Then they tell you to stand in front of a mic. It was scary. Yeah, but James is a really good producer. He helped me calm down, and I remember at first I was just singing and making sure my vocals are on point. It's like, okay, am I on point? And James Sakala later on sat me down, stopped the music and said, okay, sit, tell me about your life. And I told him stuff. He asked me a few personal questions, And I got emotional. I started remembering a lot of stuff. They told me to go in the booth. And when I sang this time, I think I sounded better than before because I was in the music now. I was singing from my heart. Before I was just looking like, okay, there's Tishon there and there's James Sakala. Oh my God, am I gonna make this? But after he made me feel comfortable, after reminding me of where I come from, I did good. All thanks to him. Future plans. Definitely there should be future plans. Yeah, I don't want to die out. I don't want to be the one that came out with one hit and disappeared. I want to keep going. I believe I have a message for the world. So I don't believe in just one song and I'm gone. Yeah. Growing up mainly, I went through a lot, and what made me go through those things while standing looking up was music. I listened to music that encouraged me that, hey, there's a better day out there, there's a better world out there, and I want to do the same for somebody out there. Probably there's a kid out there going through what I went through and feeling like, okay, the world is the end, and if I sing them something that says, hey, there's still hope, I think I would save a life like I was saved. So future plans are definitely there.